My name is Connor DeLuca. I am with the YSU team, and we would like to present a report for the Solar District project, especially for the University of Dallas at Dallas district use case. Our faculty advisor is Everett Bowden's. Next slide. First step in the direction of conceptual system design after going through the district use case was to figure out the availability of space without conserving any constraints. There were some limitations outlined in the challenge document about Pacific Caves not being included in the solar power planning, as well as planning of plane development to the constructed of upcoming years. To make sure that our solar project produces the desired amount of energy, it was crucial to take factors into account like efficiency, power output, durability, equipment and manufacturer reputation, capacity, compatibility, monitoring, and controlling features when choosing the solar PV panels and inverters. The distribution system is constrained both by power and voltage limits, but by splitting the project into two parts, each connecting to a different circuit and the use of battery systems, these constraints can be satisfied. Lanes for ground mounts and buildings or rooftops for solar panels installation are provided by the UT Dallas. Projects with such different technologies and the scale has to be go through various permits and code compliance during and after construction. And knowing these could lead to a huge backlog at the time of planning and construction phase. So since initially we were assuming the role of a solar developer for this project. Next slide. During our initial proposal, our design submittal included 320 watts PV modules, but later understood that it was too small. So we made the selection of full solar Series 6 PV modules with 420 watts, which were found to be more common and more efficiency of 70% or more. Further on, we made design changes by selecting First Solar Series 7 PV modules, which has 540 watts. This is supposed to reduce the amount of numbers of modules and increase the power generation. Also, earlier we had selected inverters with 24 kilowatts each, requiring a larger number for the different system sizes considered here. It was found that 60 kilowatt power rating string inverters would be better. We were able to reduce the numbers of inverters that we need to install at the various ground mounts and roof locations, which was found that ABB modules PVS 60 TLUS would be suitable for design. Next slide. We also selected ABB string combiners for solar PV systems. In the PV systems, the modules were arranged in strings depending on the type of inverter used, the total power, and the technical characteristics of the modules. The connections of modules in series made on the modules themselves, while the parallel connection of the strings are made inside string buses that accommodate, along with the interconnection systems, overcurrent protection devices, disconnects, and surge power protection devices. The state-of-the-art ABB eStorage Flex is a compact and walk-in, fully integrated, pre-engineered energy storage system designed to maximize the return investment with the industrialized solutions that reduces installation time and complexity as long as the transport cost. The solutions are optimized for functionality, fixture, and digital intelligence that improves solution performance and operation costs. Next slide. We have selected the ABB commercial rooftop junction boxes, which have heavy-duty safety switches and with an enhanced window enabling at-a-glance safety checks to help safety. It has rugged and dust-tight design enough for the indoors and outdoor use with clear view of contacts and fuses with instant verification. Commercial rooftops, hold-down clamps, and grounding washers are corrosion-resistant materials. These have installation slider design and works with all brands of solar panels. Next slide. UT Dallas will like to see solar storage solutions to meet their goals of providing energy resilience and DC fast charging for electrical vehicles. Reliable charging manufacturer has critical to the growth of e-mobility and a zero emission future. We chose our design ABB as our partner to provide zero-emission mobility and electrical vehicles charging solutions for a most sustainable and resource efficiency future. Next slide. EV charging for the U.S. Dallas fleet is desired in the new facility management complex. Many of the existing vehicles are due for replacement, so the UT Dallas is interested in replacing 60 gasoline fleet vehicles with 60 all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning trucks. We have selected one of the fastest car chargers with 360 kilowatt of power available, adding 100 kilowatts in less than 3 minutes, summing up for 2 vehicles simultaneously. Next slide. The DC fast charging is intended to serve both the campus population and the surrounding community as part of the federal funding award to build the intermodal transit hub at the UT Dallas station of the DART Silver Lane Rail. UT Dallas aims to include 15 fast chargers located by the intermodal hub, or transit hub, ABB EcoFlex with the high capacity charging and optimal charge post is easy to install. Plug and play and charging ports on the sliding mechanism. And next slide.
Okay, I'll take an hour. Okay, sorry about the initial slides. So for the central and south campus now, initially for the campus area, we have split the solar design into sort of 2 parts. The first being the central and the south of the campus. We were in our final design, we were able to have 1 ground mount installation at the detention pond and 10 rooftop installation. So next slide, please. On the north of the campus, we have 1 rooftop installation, 1 ground mount installation, 2 locations for battery storage solution, and 3 carports. We are using here 19 inverters and 2,819 modules to generate about 1.52 megawatt of solar power. Next slide, please. This shows examples from both the areas of the campus and the solar rooftop installations, primarily using the Helioscope program, which was provided by the competition organizers. Next slide, please. So this shows the area of the southwest of the campus, which is established as a detention pond. We have proposed ground mount installations with east-west racking at 30 feet intra-row spacing, with about 1,610 modules to generate about 869 kilowatt of power. This area is also being considered for agrivoltaics, for which we have some slides coming up. Next slide, please. The open field in the northeast part of the boundary area is not expected to be developed into buildings in the future and is available for ground mount solar installations. So in the current design, we have 1,984 PV modules generating about 1.07 megawatt of power that can be used to interconnect at the facilities management complex. Next slide, please. Near the facilities management complex is a very large car parking lot where we have proposed 3 carport PV installations as depicted in the picture here to support EV charging of electric vehicles. Next slide, please. The EcoHub features about 20,000 square feet of high quality soil built with compost. We've designed ground mount solar at this EcoHub or microfarm. Next slide, please. We apologize here for this particular slide since due to, I guess, some error, we don't have the correct picture here related to our talk, but the interconnection of the proposed PV system had to be exhibited in the attached diagram with red, green, yellow, and orange areas. So basically, I'll just move on to the next slide. Thank you. For the UT Dallas has provided us with the kilowatt hour consumption and demand data for 23 buildings. This table provides a total consumption of all 23 buildings. Next slide, please. In this table, we have listed aggregate size in kilowatt and annual generation in kilowatt hour for each designed solar system on the campus. Next slide, please. Regarding agrivoltaics towards the southwest of the campus, after conducting research, activities that could be performed underneath and around solar areas are crop production and grazing. Next slide, please. Our design allows for large spacing to maximize dual output. However, since the University of Texas is in Dallas, being in Texas, water availability can be a limiting factor. So if crop production can be done with rainwater or source available on campus, the next question would be the type of vegetation that can be grown around solar modules. Also, solar integrated grazing, if considered, will involve costs such as temporary fencing, water access, and panel heights for the cattle. Next slide, please. This figure shows a high-level timeline for the development of a solar and storage system at the campus. Next slide, please. So we use the REAP tool to evaluate the economic feasibility of the distributed PV systems and battery storage. It also helped us to determine the appropriate system size and estimate how long a system can sustain critical loads during a grid outage. REAP was used for generating and comparing results that needed to be used in providing financial model. Next slide, please. We provided information to SAM, such as data specs of PV modules and inverters, system design inputs from Helioscope, shading and layout, and then simulated to check the result. SAM helped us make design changes to come up with the most optimal result for the district use case. Next slide, please. This is our team. We thank our Professor Edward Burden from the faculty, and myself, Deepan Dave from electrical engineering, Connor Deluga also from electrical engineering, and David Oksanovic from computer science, who couldn't join us today. Next slide, please. And thank you so much for your time.